All right. Well,
Oh,
Bears and
no.
Chargers is the last game before we get into Monday's game, which we'll pick
go
on Monday. Bears and Chargers. Chargers are favored by 8.5. I think that's a bit high. Chargers have been sus.
Yeah,
Bears have we're coming off of, I don't even remember the guy's name anymore. The undrafted rookie
Bagent.
Thank you.
It's amazing.
Coming off of a huge win.
I mean, you have to go Chargers. Right?
I'm going Bears. Going Bears on this. And the only reason I'm going Bears on this is because Brandon Staley taking the Bears. Bear down.
I did see this. I guess there's some rumors going around. I saw this on Chargers Twitter about if Brandon Staley loses this game, pretty much he's fired. So
he's fired already.
Yeah. So
on the spot. It will be right as the game hits 0. If they lose this game, the notification will be out. Adam Schefter will already have the tweet out. Brandon Staley has been relieved of his duties as head coach effective immediately if they lose this game.
So I saw Chargers fans on Twitter saying, okay, are you rooting for the Chargers to lose to get rid of Brandon Staley? It's actually like a poll on Chargers Twitter. Would you be okay with them losing this game so that we get rid of Brandon Staley? I think that's incredible. There are people that were like that for Harbaugh for a while.
Oh, for sure.
That was unwarranted.
But yeah, the difference between Staley and Harbaugh is Harbaugh's had a reputation of leading a team and being a perennial playoff and Super Bowl contending team. Staley and this Chargers team
won a Super Bowl.
Yes, yeah. But so I'm saying on a consistent basis, the Chargers we've been talked about for the last couple of years, they were already supposed to overthrow the Chiefs. Didn't happen. All right, they're going to make noise in the playoffs. They did make noise for a half. And then they had the worst half you could possibly imagine in a game you should never lose. Right. And already so Justin Herbert, by the way, has the most losses since 2020.
Since the 2020 draft. Since the 2020 draft, Justin Herbert has the most losses of any quarterback in the National Football League.
And do you have his stats pulled up of what his numbers have been since Mike Williams went down?
Yeah. So there you go. This is what actually Zach put up here.
Yeah. So here's where I think a lot of it goes to a double standard, because where are the headlines asking if Justin Herbert's worth the money, if the Chargers are getting their money's worth? I get that Brandon Staley is not a good coach and he's not doing well.
But Brandon Staley ain't throwing 4 interceptions.
Yeah. Like there's just times where Herbert clearly, yes, he has a hurt finger or however people wanted to make that comment. This is still not there. I think 1-2 in these games.
Yes.
Yeah. Just if Lamar Jackson does this,
people will lose their money.
We'd probably have Stephen A. Smith on First Take saying something stupid like, "Are the Ravens getting their money's worth from Lamar Jackson?"
Why would he say something like that? Could he?
He wouldn't.
I will.
He never did.
Unimaginable.
I will say. I think that's kind of the debate that we were having, or that I actually want to touch on a little bit earlier with Herbert. I love Herbert's talent. The arm talent, the ability, what he can do is amazing. But I think the part that frustrated me so much with Lamar Jackson is the fact when we go around and you look at other teams and what they've always had. We talked about Jalen Hurts. When A.J. Brown got there, you saw a big transformation. Yes, they have Devontae Smith, but also testament to Jalen Hurts. But when you have a guy like that makes a difference. Josh Allen having Stephon Diggs made the world of difference. Justin Herbert had some really good pieces around him. Keenan Allen is a top 10 wide receiver when healthy. He's having a great season. Then you have Mike Williams, who is a great deep ball threat, and Austin Eckler, who is a top 5 running back.
Right? Also had Quentin Johnson in the first round.
Right. Well,
I mean, he's running cardio right now, but
Joshua Palmer's great. But I think the problem, at least that you're seeing, is whatever it may be, whether it's the coaching dynamic or Justin Herbert. When Justin Herbert played his ass off in those first games where he was perfect, they still lost. Yep. And now when they're down weapons and they're finding ways to lose games still, there you are. And this is the point where I say with Lamar, whether he played at an extremely high level or low level, but the Ravens still won the game, he was criticized. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where we kind of sit at. And I believe in Herbert. I do. but something there is off. And you can say the coaches aren't putting them in a good position, but the reality is when you are down your guys, can you help elevate your play to the players or help elevate your team to the ones around you?
Yeah.
And right now that can't be answered as yes. And on the other flip side, I will say coaching, if they keep going analytics and keep going for it, then I don't know what to tell you either, because the decision making has hurt also Herbert's value on top of it. But the Lamar comparison,
It ain't close.
it ain't close.
Nope. That's it. That's it for the picks.
By the way, Chargers I think win this game.
Did you make a pick?
Yeah, I pick Chargers.
It's again Chargers win.
Chargers.
If not,
I'm
Staley's resignation's on there. Bears.
Yeah.
And I got the Bears.
The
Yeah,
Bears.
so-
I want to see Bagent ball out too, and I want to see his dad arm wrestle somebody at halftime. I will pay to see that.
Brandon Staley.
After he gets fired, he loses an arm wrestling match to Tyler Bagent's dad. What if that's what has to happen if they lose? You can save your job by beating Tyler Bagent's dad in an arm wrestling contest.
I will gladly referee that.
That would be
I will
incredible.
pay to referee that.
How do we get that live streamed on the Ryan Ripken show?
I don't know. That would be sick though.
As soon as we get
Brandon Staley fights for his job, live streamed at 7:00 on Monday.
who says no?
Exactly.
He gets his arm snapped in half.
What if he wins? It would be more impressive.
That'd be
You know,
It's-
so who's this is a good question. It just popped in my head. Give me what coach in the NFL could actually go toe to toe and arm wrestle that dude?
You would have to. It would have to be Dan Campbell.
Nope.
It's-
I'm going Mike Vrabel.
wow. He's an
D'Amico
underrated guy.
Ryans could also. I think.
Hey,
D'Amico Ryans-
don't sleep on Robert Saleh, who's also just an
Yeah.
absolute
Damn.
brick shithouse or whatever the term is.
If you know what, if when you look at it like, if Andy Reid got all of his momentum flying one way, that would be hard to. Like if Andy Reid really got a swing
You
with
said Andy Reid.
if he uses all of his weight, I'm not saying he's the top pick, but like a different strategy, throw the whole body. None of these guys are beating the world champion, but
Have you guys ever seen Over the Top?
No.
Oh.
Sorry. if
Never
we
even heard
ruined
of him. Sylvester Stallone. It's actually
oh yeah,
it is a movie about arm wrestling.
That's amazing.
You need to watch it.
All right, I'm gonna have to watch it.
I hope
But
Tyler Bagent's dad's in it.
He should be.
He should be.
Should be in the
Probably
remake.
based on him.
You know, also to the confidence that he has, like he's gonna smack talk the hell out of whoever it's gonna be, and that in itself is content. Maybe one day we can get Bagent's dad on here. That would be fantastic. Actually, just get Bagent. I would love to see that story.
Oh,
Would love to see that story. But I think we'll leave our differences on who wins. Zach's champion is Andy Reid. That's his.
You
That's
just
his,
get the full weight going one way. I'm telling you, no one is stopping that freight train from going down.
Mike Vrabel, I feel like has the best chance.
I think like realistic. Yeah, it would be.
I think he
That dude's
has that demeanor to him that
He's just Well, it's that the swagger, right? The attitude, and that he's just jacked.
Would Belichick even show up to the competition? I don't think he would. I think he'd send his dog. Remember, like the draft?
No, Mike
That's
McDaniel. Mike
electric.
McDaniel's not showing up. I can tell
Mike
you that.
McDaniel, no.
he would just
He would
laugh.
get thrown.
He'd just be like, "This isn't gonna go well." Whoa, and he'd be
Yeah, I think they would get like start, and he would just get thrown across.
he'd be
the
throwing
room.
like
Or does-
Tua's throwing
or
a ball to Tyreek. Tyreek will catch.
Or
on.
does he have some sort of tactical approach to it?
like some analytics. He slips the elbow.
Right, like nobody thinks that he has the look of an NFL coach, but it's like maybe he's cut out for it.
Well, hey, never judge a book by its cover. You never know.